Here we go. It's kind of wet. It's wet out here. It's a little damp. Let's see what's happening today. We're doing a little proximity type of thing where we're working on positioning and little things like that. I'll explain that as best I can as we're working through this. I'm not sure how good this is going to be on the visual, so we'll work on that. I'll see what we can do. I might have to get somebody to hold this. Now we got his acting out. Normally he does that every time we start off. When we first started with the choker, he acts like he's choking to death. Even when you first start walking, he'll stop that whenever I don't respond to him. Automatic sit. He exaggerates that a little bit. Slow with it. Deep. Better. He's distracted. Somebody's cutting the grass. I'm gonna put a lot of distractions on him today. A whole lot. That's the thing with him. I'm kind of noticing is that I have to kind of acclimate to his curiosity, so to speak. Have to accommodate his curiosity to a degree. I'm gonna see how I'm gonna put knowledge and curiosity together. Let's see how that works for him. He listens good for the command. Pays attention to the leash. He's starting to take body clues and things like that. When they start doing that, you start getting less understanding and more performance, if you can understand what I mean. He's not actually learning anything. He's kind of, so to speak, learned our routine or what we are so-called doing, and he can kind of feel his way through that process without actually having to participate. I mean, he actually wouldn't be learning anything. He just can fake it, kind of, so to speak, acting like he's participating in class, like acting like I'm reading when everybody else is reading. Everybody's quiet, so you don't know if he's reading or not. Turns now. We'll do a lot of U-turns right now. Well, I'm expecting him to correct his position. Not bad. Automatic sit. Exaggerated. That's cool though. He's exaggerating a lot of the different performances, and as soon as he does something there, he knows he has some peace there, he goes looking around. When he gets to a position where he can look around. At first I was trying to make him face me or look up or different little things, and I had to realize that wasn't going to work for him. That just wasn't going to work. I have to let him look around, and when I let him look around like this, he performs much better. If I try to get him to look up in my face or to pay attention to me the entire time, he kind of shuts down. He doesn't even kind of want to walk. But if I allow him his head, allow him to see a little bit, and even watch when I start to move, when I give straight into the heel, I'm going to give a very light command. I'm not going to speak loud. Look how immediately, he's just on it. I mean, immediately. He looks really good doing it. He looks really good doing it. Okay? But like I said, he's got that down. But does he understand it, or is he just going through the motions? Okay. Now we're finna find out if he understands it or not, because I'm gonna add a lot more stress. We're gonna go to the freeway. Sounds crazy, huh? Yeah. Well, in order to exaggerate it, you have to actually exaggerate it. To exaggerate a neighborhood or traffic type of situation, you have to add more cars, and you can't get more cars than the freeway, right? It's practical. Some people think it's crazy, but it really does the work. I do this with all my high-end dogs. If it's just a basic dog, they don't need this much distraction, this much confidence building. I call this confidence building when I go to the freeway, because I mean, in order for you to handle that much chaos and still listen and perform, I mean, it requires a large mental capacity. Okay, now you see I'm starting to have to jerk on the leash a little bit now to do correction on his positioning, and we're getting close to the freeway. Okay, see, that's exactly what I was saying. See now how his attention, he was able to look around and still stay in sync with what, quote unquote, what we were doing. That's how I know he wasn't understanding me. And that's what I was trying to explain. He wasn't understanding me. He had the routine down. Because see, now look how many corrections I'm having to give him on his positioning because he's looking around. Now, I'm not going to stop him from looking around. I said that earlier because I want to work him with him looking around. He works better. Now, I go the other way because he started paying attention to himself and not me. So I changed direction. He must change direction with me. The command is to walk with me, not me walk with you. You walk with me. Okay? And so as he stops paying attention to me, he loses me, I go the other way. When he loses me, I go the other way. Because even throughout all of this, even though I'm letting him look around, I'm expecting him to keep my position at the cornerstone of his existence. He almost did well then. Slight miscue. There you go. All right, we'll fix it. Okay. Let's get him to the freeway. Let's get this motherfucker to the freeway. Now, as we get there you go again. You can see it. You can see it in his face when it gets close to the chaos. Now he slowed down that time and corrected himself. I didn't do anything then. Okay, now that surprised me that he corrected himself. Okay, I was expecting to have to increase my degree of correction, but as I'm getting closer to the freeway, he's starting to correct himself more. Okay, now that's new. That's something new. I haven't had a dog to do that before in 20 years. I haven't seen that in 20 years. Okay, so he's actually surprising me with the way he's acting right now. So I'm paying attention now. I'm just watching right now. Let's see just how sharp this guy is. Okay, so I'm kind of going to be unfair right now. I'm going to test him out with something that I know he doesn't understand, and I want to see how he responds to this under this chaotic situation, because here we are. Okay, so now I see him paying attention to the cars. I'm automatically just going to go the other way when I think he's not paying attention. Whoop, caught him slipping. So he is doing a lot better, but he does need this lesson. Okay. Sometimes I have dogs that are able to skip lessons, that they just can kind of understand that concept, and I don't have to go through those steps. Exaggerated sit. See, it takes a second for him to sit down. He's in the motion. He's letting you know he's thinking about sitting down. He knows he's supposed to sit as soon as you stop, but it takes him a second, and then he backs up with it. Okay, that's not a problem. That's just that's small beans. That'll correct itself, actually. That's just him kind of getting together with the routine and the excitement and everything that's going on, okay? And notice how his head's on a swivel with this freeway, okay? And I'm actually gonna take him to the freeway. I'm actually gonna do a sit-stay on the edge of the freeway with the nerves and everything, and then we'll go home. I'm not expecting anything. This is the first day that he's doing something so high stress, but I'm just adding the stress to him with the lesson. Then we'll go home and we'll see what understanding is developed from the lesson. Okay. So right now I'm kind of watching him because I'm struck a little interest with his latest behavior. Okay. But now we're going to the freeway. So we're going to the freeway. I'm not pronouncing the words loudly. That's mainly because I need him to pay attention. I'm speaking low because he needs to pay attention to me. Okay, but I am going to go over everything with you, the words and so forth and everything. I should have talked to you about that when I saw you. And now, like as I'm walking through the grass, he's not supposed to be sniffing in the grass. He's not allowed to sniff down while he's walking. That's not the command. The command is to walk with me. I didn't give him a command to use the bathroom or to go free. Those also are commands where I do allow him to be free, where he can do things like that. But that's a liberty that he's not allowed to take without permission. He's not allowed to sniff on the ground while we're walking. He's not allowed to do that. Okay? That's not the command. The command is to walk with me. So he's really good with everything on pavement, but we're gonna do the hard one now. I'm gonna walk by the freeway until we get up to the bridge, and then we'll go on the pavement. He's done better on the pavement. See, now what I'm doing right now is I'm accommodating his strengths, okay? Since I know that on the pavement he's gonna perform better, I'm not gonna sit him on the grass on purpose, because I'm giving him an opportunity to be right, okay? I wanna give him a chance to excel past the lesson, to show me that he can understand more, okay? So I am having to do a lot of corrections on his positioning though, but we're right next to the freeway, yeah? So you can feel the pressure of the cars, you feel the wind blowing as they pass by. So he's feeling it. Now he's getting close to me. I can see that he's feeling it. I can see that he's feeling that freeway, the pressure that the freeway brings. Okay, now he's starting to put his ears back now, and now he's kind of paying attention to me. And now he's kind of being submissive now. He's actually in a submissive mode where he's kind of listening, and he's kind of like, okay, well, this is strange, and I'm kind of going to trust you to guide me. So he's showing to be a very good partner right now. he's going to trust me right now because this situation is strange. Now, that's what I wanted to see. If he was going to try to be dominant, because he's a very dominant, aggressive male, he's an alpha male. If he was going to try to be dominant in this situation and lead me around in this chaotic situation, or was he going to accept the subservient role and be like, okay, what should we do, guy? You're in charge, okay? And so he submitted, and he's like, okay, you're in charge. Now notice I'm on the other side of the yellow line. I'm pushing him to this pressure. That's why I'm walking. He's trying not to even walk in the grass because you're not supposed to sniff in it. So he's bumping into me, but I'm putting the pressure on him on purpose. This is purpose. I want to see how he performs with the pressure. And now I'm asking him to understand with this pressure. So now we're really what we call developing learning, okay? Now we're learning. He's learning now. While all this pressure is on, and he has to specifically pay attention to all these details I'm asking him. So while I'm asking him these details under this pressure, it's forcing him to have to register this information, which is what we call learning, okay? So right now, I'm pressing the learning right now. I'm pressing it with pressure, okay? Now he's performing very well. He put his ears back to submit, but he's not cowering down to the situation. He's not afraid. He's not at all afraid. He's a very brave dog. We're almost there. I gotta kind of look around so I don't get run over because we're almost at the point where we're going up on the freeway. Okay? I apologize for the visuals. It's hard for me to do this and let y'all see. You know what I'm saying? I don't have anybody to walk with me. I may develop an ability to have somebody to follow me around in the near future. We'll see how that goes. But as of right now, we're gonna do the best we can with what we have. Okay, we're almost there. And like I said, I'll cross the road now. I'm across the street from him on the feeder road. So there are cars passing by. His ears have changed a little positioning. He's become a little bit more confident as we came on the other side of the street, but go a little less pressure. You know what I mean? That's a common sense thing though. But now becomes the hard part. Now we're fixing to actually go up on the freeway. Now the part about this, as I'm going to multiply the pressure, okay? As I multiply the pressure, we're not just going to go on the freeway. We're going to go on the bridge. So, and then don't think the dogs are not afraid of heights. It's not an animal that lives in trees, okay? So dogs do have a problem with heights when you first bring them off the ground. They do realize that they're not on the ground, okay? And that's a pressure that they have to deal with, okay? And so now we're finna go up here and deal with that pressure and see how it affects him and what level of understanding we can develop with this pressure, okay? And I use the pressure to develop understanding, okay? So we'll go for automatic sit. He backs up on it still. That's not a problem. Like I said, don't worry about that. I don't correct that because it's not a problem, okay? I'll show you what I mean when I see you Wednesday, okay? All right, freeway time. Let's be safe. Okay, come on, Tiger. Come on. Gotta get Tiger to the freeway. Good job, Tiger. Big truck coming right now. Didn't affect him at all. He's a tough guy. Here comes another truck. Backs up a little bit. Good boy. Good boy. I'm gonna sit him down. I'm asking him to sit under these conditions. See how it took him a couple of times to do it? That's showing you just how much pressure it is to be right here. It's a lot of pressure. Now I got him sitting on the concrete. We're about 3 or 4 feet from the actual line. So he's very safe and he's on the concrete. But you can feel the blow as these cars stream by. I mean, woo. You can see the hair blowing on him, and I'm gonna come on the opposite side of him so that we can see behind him. And you can see the pressure. Now, I did this on purpose, facing away. Traffic coming behind him is a lot more pressure than if he can see the traffic coming, okay? So we have traffic behind him. Pressure. He's not reacting adversely at all. He's doing very, very well. Look at the confidence on this guy. Look, he looks like he's done this before. This is his very first time. His very first time. He's looking a little bit, but not a lot. Not like I would expect with the curiosity that we see walking through the neighborhood. He's handling the pressure well. And it seems that when I put pressure on him, he performs better. when you don't have pressure on him, when you give him his head, when there's not much going on, he's kind of Dennis the Menace. You know, he's all over the place. But I'm seeing now that when we have pressure, when there is an assignment, when we have something to do, well, he's a lot better. When he has something to occupy his mind. So he's showing me that he's one of those, he needs to have something to do, kind of. He needs to have a responsibility, a job, a position, some kind of something, because basically he gets bored. That's it. His misbehavior could be stemmed on his boredom. I'm seeing that now. Because as I'm working him, he's performing excellent. He performs excellent. The more work I give him, I haven't seen any lack of attitude, lack of performance. The more work, he's been doing better. I'm about 8 feet from him now, 8 to 10 feet away from him. He's doing very well. Now I'm going to drop the leash on him, which is probably a little outlandish for somebody to do under these circumstances. It's his first time, but I have confidence in my ability to do this thing. And so I'm going to test him a little more. And we're out here on the freeway. Now this is an escape artist. This is a dog whose problem is running away. He doesn't want to stay. That's the problem, okay? And I'm about 20 feet away from him now, with these trucks barreling down on him on the side of the freeway. Now we are on the feeder. This is the first day. The next day, we will actually go over there and go up there. But not today. Today, we are only going to do this. This is today. Okay? We do things in steps, you know. Good truck, good truck, good truck. And he felt that. The wind blew me back some. Wow. Now, that was a strong wind. But he did not move. He leaned because the wind blew him. But look at him. He didn't even move. The wind just blew him. Now, that's completely freaking excellent. That's excellent. That's excellent. That is totally excellent. I'm so proud of you, Tiger. Now, that's totally excellent, Tiger. Now, look how far I am from him, man. That's totally excellent, Tiger. That's totally excellent. That gives me what I want to see on the lesson. So, okay, that we pretty much finished with this. I'll do some little bells and whistles now. We'll go back and forth. We'll do some uts. Nope. He's tired. That's good. I like that. Ut. Teat. He still hasn't moved yet, though. Teat. Ut. I know. Now I'm touching him now. I know. It's stressful. Sit back down. Teat. Now he wants to go home. He wants to go home. No. Now I have to correct him with the leash. Teat. Okay. Now he's showing that he does get a little out of patience. That's what I'm gonna call it. He wants to go home now, okay? And so now I've touched another level that I understand. We're about 20 minutes into training right now, and he's ready to be done, okay? So we'll cross that bridge with his being impatient. That's not anything to worry about. It's like a kid ready to go home for football practice. But no stress. He's still very comfortable in his skin. He's not tripping from what we're doing. Good. I gave him a hard correction because he stood up without permission. That is not allowed. Okay, even under these conditions, I understand that the conditions are hard, but that's why we're here. We're going to get better. So I had a couple of little mistakes on him right now with this, but he actually performed completely excellent. Teat. See, we're at the end of his patience now. So now we're actually working. Now we're actually learning. Now we're actually training. Because now he doesn't want to do it. So now I'm asking him to do something because I say something. Something that I know he doesn't want to do, and he's doing it because he's told to do it. And the fact that he doesn't want to do it, well, now we're developing learning. Now we're developing understanding. He's understanding that he must listen. He's understanding his position in the family. He's understanding his role. Okay, about 10 feet away again. Got the leash in my hand. But this is how I'm holding him, though. That's how I hold him. That's it. That's how good he is. That's how good Tiger is, y'all. That's how I hold him. Really. That's all I walk him with. My finger. I literally walk him. I'm not kidding. But I test him. I want to see if he's going to snatch it off my finger, which he would do if he gets out of position. Hunt. Big truck. Good boy. Good boy. Didn't snatch it off my finger. I'll give a correction. Teat. to sit. And now I can see that the pressure is affecting him, but I feel like he's performing extremely well. But I can see the effects of the pressure on him. So we did get some learning out of this. We did develop some understanding. Yes, we did. Good boy. Now that's even better. Good, fast correction. And actually, I'm going to let him win on that listening part. And we're going to go home on that because he did listen good. So he wins on this. Okay, good job today, Tiger.